Hi everyone, it's David from Sherwood Ford, and along with
Drew.
Beautiful sunny day today for a face-off Friday. Behind us, two hot hatchbacks.
Yes, this is an exciting one.
Not every day that we get a 2017 Golf R in on trade.
Yeah.
Or the fact that we have a 2017 Focus RS on trade.
Yeah.
So we thought today would be a really fun opportunity for us to face off with these two vehicles.
Yeah, find out a little bit about both of them, and then, you can take a look at what we show you. You can decide which one you think is...
Yeah, you be the judge, you'll be the winner, and...
the better hot hatch.
Exactly. So, starting off with just look at the cars. Side by side here, we can visibly see some key styling design differences, right?
Yes.
Aggressive front end, sporty trapezoid front end.
Yeah.
Wide lower opening. Nice splitter on the front with the fog lights combined.
Fog lights, that's one thing I noticed straight away.
Right. Come up here a bit closer. So again, we don't have that chin spoiler on the front or fog lights on the front. Yeah, so one of the cars has a little more sportier look. The Focus RS has that more aggressive styling versus maybe Grandma's hatchback.
It's an understated, this would be the sleeper, right? It's an understated exterior, but it does have some performance under the hood.
Absolutely, it's a great car. Now listen, when you're choosing a hot hatch, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a car that's really comfortable, nice everyday driver, or do you want something that's a little more sporty and fun? Think hot hatch, right? Yeah. And when you're talking like R, there's a lot that's behind that.
Yes.
The look of the car, the way the car drives, the way it handles, the way it feels, and performance.
Yes.
So we're going to get into some of the more nuts and bolts here, and we're going to start off with the Volkswagen Golf R, and go through that for you. First of all, it's a German-built car.
Yes.
Just like the Focus RS is. And if you've ever driven any of the German cars, have you?
A few around the lots and stuff like that.
Think BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen,
Audi.
What, they got a really nice, comfortable feel.
Refined. They're refined.
They're refined. They have a nice solid feel. The steering is precise. They're really pretty easy to drive.
Yes.
And they're really well built.
Of course. That's what they're kind of known
interior quality, all of that, right?
Right.
So we're going to go underneath the hood here. First, we're going to start off with a little bit of information about the way this car is powered. So we'll get Drew to pop the hood here for us. Nice R here on the front, the Golf R. Now, the first thing that I really actually quite like about the car... Oh, how do I open it? Okay. Notice it's got a shock to hold the hood. I like that.
Hydraulic lift. No, it's nice. You don't have to worry about putting the stand up or anything. It just opens up nice and easy.
Yeah, exactly. So what do we know about this particular engine?
So under the engine, we got a turbo 4-cylinder.
Come up closer and have a look at this. That's great. Yep.
Nice engine, putting out 292 horsepower and 280 foot-pound of torque. So obviously, if we just compare that to the regular hatchbacks that we drive, that's an increase in performance. That's got a little bit
power, right?
That's got a little bit of something behind it.
Almost 300 horsepower.
Right.
That's a hot hatch.
Yeah.
So turbo.
Yes.
You'll notice down here on the front we've got the radiator, and just off to the side on this side is the intercooler. I don't know, it's about that big. It doesn't look very big.
No, it's small, but it is there.
Drew, one of the things I noticed just right here in the parking lot driving this car is the lag.
Right.
And I mashed my foot down all the way.
Yeah.
And it didn't really want to get going till it hit at least 3,000 RPM. Like it felt like what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Right.
Right.
So a little turbo lag.
Huge turbo lag, I would say.
Right.
Well, I have not driven it yet.
Yeah,
you should try it out for sure, right? So, and the other thing is, the car's actually not too bad for weight.
Right.
It weighs less than the Focus RS. And that's going to give it a nice power weight ratio, but still can't quite compete. We're going to talk about that more. So how much does it weigh?
This one, 3,328 pounds.
3,328 pounds. All right, so subcompact hot hatch, the Volkswagen Golf here. Now, one of the biggest key differences here in this hot hatch all-wheel drive 6-speed manual is the transmission.
Yes.
What do they call that? The brand?
Halidex.
Haldex.
Yes.
Haldex. Haldex transmission.
Haldex.
Okay. So you know that the Focus RS is an all-wheel drive. It's got that cool drift mode feature.
Yes.
It's got torque vectoring. We're going to talk more about that. But first, what exactly does the Haldex all-wheel drive transmission do? Well, it's primarily a front-wheel drive vehicle.
Right.
The takeoff shaft is coupled to the transmission. Okay, it has a takeoff shaft off the transmission. It's a front-wheel drive car that adds rear bias. This is very important to note this difference. It'll add up to 50% rear bias to those rear wheels.
Right.
Okay, and it cannot decouple the front wheels. So when under power, okay, so when we're under power, or I've got my foot into it, I'm going around that corner, under power, it cannot decouple the front wheels from the rear wheels.
Right.
And up to 50% bias.
Right.
Now, when
you know what, you're only going to see that bias when it feels like the front is giving out.
It's giving out because it's understeering.
Right. So that's the
under
only
power.
time that you're going to see that power change to the rear.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, can it corner and handle those twisty roads? Well, sure it can.
Right.
But you need to be careful when you're under power going through those turns.
Right.
Because you're going to experience some understeer as a result of the way the transmission shifts the power to the rear wheels without decoupling the front and only up to 50% bias. That's a very important note. Now, let's come down the side here for a second. Let's come this way. Go that way there. Let's look at the back here for just a minute. The Golf Type R. This is an R, right? Can you see the difference here, guys? Big ass spoiler.
Yeah, big spoiler on the back.
Nothing back here. Just pretty plain. Come on in. All right. So, if you look at the two cars side by side, even from the rear, one has a really sporty look. Styling.
You know, this says race car.
Personality.
Rally car personality.
Yep.
This is nice but understated, a little cleaner.
Yep.
A little, I don't want everybody to know what I'm driving.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, that's still a great looking little car.
Of course.
The hot hatch. It's got the nice, got the quad beam exhausts.
Right.
Versus the dual exhaust, but those look pretty badass. They're pretty fat. Right?
Yeah.
How about wheel-wise? Compare the wheels for me here. Tires. This is another critical difference.
Yeah, so I mean on the Volkswagen we've got Continentals.
Yep.
They were a Y-rated tire. You know, they're definitely sporty. They're a nice thin, low-profile tire.
Yep.
Versus on the Focus RS, we've got a Michelin Super Sport Z-rated tire.
Mm-hmm.
So
ZR.
I mean ZR, yeah. You can tell kind of just by looking at
Come
them.
up and closer and have a look at this, okay? So you can see right off the bat here, guys, this is a Michelin Pilot Super Sport tire. All right. So by the way, this is your summer tire. You do not want to drive with this in the winter.
No, but that's why you get a second set of tires with the Focus RS for the wintertime.
So catch that again. 2 sets of tires. One that comes with these, and in the winter.
And in the wintertime, they give you a winter tire with a separate rim as well.
That's right. Awesome. So, now come closer and have a look at the Golf R tire here. Who's it made by? Oh, Continental. Don't we put those on the Escape?
I've seen them around.
I've seen them around too, right? 19-inch. So you're going to find that a key difference here, especially when you're driving it, you know, at 150 miles an hour, is cornering. It's going to be sticky. It's going to be glued to the road.
Yes.
With the Focus RS.
Yes.
And that is a real competitive edge for this car on the track.
Right.
For that sporty, fun racing that you're going to maybe want to do with your hot hatch. So let's carry on. Let's go to the front of the car again here. Let's pop the hood on the Focus RS and introduce you to Performance from Ford. Now I know that this one's pretty easy to open. It's just here on the side.
Right.
Now the only difference though, and I really like that actually on the Golf.
Yes.
Is the hood. Right?
Don't stick up.
So we have to put that stick up. All right. So 2-liter turbo, i4, 292 horsepower, 280 pounds-foot of torque.
Yes.
What do we got here?
2.3 liter, 4-cylinder, turboed as well.
Yep. How much horsepower?
350 horsepower, 350 foot-pound of torque.
Wow.
So there is a big difference in power and torque on these two vehicles.
Absolutely. Come up, take a closer look here. You can right away, you can see the cold air intake here to the side, right? We've got a cover on here. One of the similar differences is the power steering.
Right, it's electronic.
And both of them offer electric power steering.
Right.
However, while the steering is very precise and a nice solid feel on the road with the Golf, the steering on the Focus RS is absolutely incredible. It's amazing. No torque steer.
No, it goes where you want it. It sticks to the road.
Yeah.
No understeer.
Good feedback too, right?
Good feedback. There's no understeer. There's no oversteer.
If there's a big complaint about the Focus RS, it's the stiff suspension ride.
Right, yeah.
You know, that everyday comfortable Golf suspension, maybe not so great on the track or for those times when you want to have some sporty fun.
Right.
With the Focus RS. That suspension is stiff, guys. Don't get us wrong. It's very stiff, and you could even describe it maybe as harsh, but it is perfect on the track.
You know what? If you're driving that hot hatch, though,
yep,
you're spending a little bit more money on what is usually an economy vehicle.
Yeah.
I kind of like that feedback. It kind of lets me know why I spent that extra money, what the extra power is doing.
Yeah. 3,456 pounds curb weight, so it's a little bit heavier.
A little bit heavier.
Right?
But it's got extra power.
But it's got that extra performance.
Right.
And on the track, that's going to make a world of difference in how you're going to pass by all those Prius cars.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so unlike the Haldex transmission that we talked about on the Golf, what have we got over here? Yep, go ahead.
Well, no, we've got Ford's all-wheel drive system in play here.
Yep.
It will send power wherever and whenever it's needed to all 4 tires.
Right, so this is very important. It's sending power to the rear diff all the time.
Right.
Okay, there's 2 clutch packs for either side of your wheels, and it can decide how much power to send to the rear or to each wheel.
Right, so it's not just front and back.
Yeah.
It's left and right as well.
It's left and right as well.
And now that's going to have a big difference coming out of corners.
More than 50% of the torque can be transferred to those rear wheels. So when you're underpowered and you're mashing it through the corner, how's that understeer going to perform?
It's going to rocket you right through the corner. You're not going to feel any understeer.
You're going to feel like you're glued to the road. Sharp cornering, precise steering and handling. It is an unbelievable electric power assisted steering system with great feedback too.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you feel right like you're part of the wheels.
All the information, guys, comes through. You'll be absolutely amazed by what you're going to experience. Part of the transmission too, the cool factor now. Drift mode.
Yes. So now both cars do have some different driving modes.
Yep.
There's a comfort mode. There's a sport mode.
Normal mode.
Normal mode on the Volkswagen.
Yep.
On the Ford, we've actually done a video on this before too. We've got normal mode. We've got sport mode. We've got track mode, and we've also got drift
mode.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Some people call it donut mode.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it allows you to get a little bit sideways and makes it pretty easy to do. You still need some skills. It's not an autopilot.
No, it's not. But it is pretty easy car to drive.
Yes.
Even when you want to have fun on the track.
Of course.
And do it safely.
Yes.
On the track, not the road.
Not on the road.
I know they're going to be tempted to want to try it out, right?
Of course.
So really, it's an unbelievable car on the track and the road, whether you're doing 150 or 50 miles per hour. It's easy to drive.
Yes.
It's got that fun factor with all the performance. It looks great.
Yeah.
Stands out from the crowd. I mean, really, isn't it in a league all its own?
I think so.
Yeah. Do we want to show them anything inside the car? Maybe a quick...
Why don't we... Yeah, let's pop the...
Come on inside for a sec, guys. I'll go the other side here.
Okay.
What do you want to point out?
If we hop in the inside here, I mean, we've got a nice sport-inspired steering wheel.
Come up closer and have a look at the steering wheel here. You can see the bottom of the steering wheel is flat,
nice and
well.
flat.
I like the blue stitch, the leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's heated.
Yes, heated steering wheel as well. That's always a nice feature. We've got a nice big display here that's going to give us all the different information. We've got some extra gauges on top.
I really love the gauges on top. You got oil, temperature, boost gauge as well.
Yeah.
So it's giving you all that driver information that you're looking for.
Feedback.
Yep.
And
how about the shift? How about the throw? What's that feel like?
You know, it's short and it's smooth. It feels like it's going where you want it to go.
You can see it's very short side to side and front to back, right?
Yeah, it's
precise.
Precise.
Yeah, nice feel to it. It's not like loose or...
No, exactly.
It jumps into place very nicely. Quite awesome. Emergency handbrake here.
Yeah, we've got
different driving modes. Yeah, hey, we even have center storage.
Yeah, a little center console here.
Armrest, perfect.
Some extra USB ports inside as well as in the front.
What's the adjustments on the side of your seat there?
I've got power adjustable 8-way as well as some lumbar support. Now, as you can see in me, I'm a slim guy and I fit.
Yeah.
This seat fits me perfectly. It wraps around both sides.
This is another difference. This is Recaro racing seats.
These are true racing seats.
Very aggressive bolstering in the sides and on the base.
Yep.
For that,
it's going to hold you in snug.
Yeah. For that grippy corner.
When you're flying around, it's going to hold you there.
So you got that adjustable seat. You can also adjust your head restraint four ways. Up and down, back and forward. I really like that for my comfort.
Here's one more thing.
Oh, sunroof.
Yeah, we got a sunroof.
Standard sunroof.
Yes.
Guys, on the Focus RS only comes one way. What you're seeing is what you get.
Loaded right up.
Other than the color.
Yeah.
And the premium color is nitrous blue. It's like an extra $400.
Right, a little bit extra money for that paint job, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, one last thing I like too is the ability to adjust your steering column.
Yes.
We can telescope or up and down tilt,
up
right?
And down, telescope in.
Now, let me just ask you, if you want to start the car for just a minute and straighten the wheel out there for us, and drop the column all the way down, how's that view of the instrument panel? Pretty good?
Hey, you know what?
I have to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, bring it up a little bit for me.
You could probably drop your seat down a little bit too, couldn't you?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
yeah,
see,
I can go right down. But you know what? It was up. I'm 6 feet tall. It was up, and I had no problem as
Just
far
got
as...
lots of clear headroom there.
Yeah, lots of headroom.
Nice. So you're going to be able to find the perfect driving position that's just right for you based on your height, based on where your seat is positioned, and then adjust that steering column to where it feels good for you. Cool. Nice. All right. Let's shut her down. Let's slide on over to the Golf. Okay, I'm going to come around this side. Yeah, you can come over here, Lacey. Come around. All right, so we're in the Golf R. I'm just going to start it up here so get the steering wheel straightened out. So push button start on both models. Really nice feature with the intelligent keyless entry. You don't need the key to physically open the door on either model. Just put your hand in the door, it unlocks it, open, and in you go. Unlocking, you just hold your thumb to the pad on the door and boom, bada bing. Really nice styling again here on the steering wheel. Take a look at it closer. You can see we've got that flat bottom, the nice stitching on the inside, and it's leather. I don't think it's heated though. I don't see any heat controls that I can spot. What else have we got? Oh, let's talk about the shifter here.
Yeah.
So the shifter's got a nice back and forward as well. Not too bad. It's a bit of a longer throw though. It just feels a little bit rubbery actually. It's not quite as stiff, but not bad. Like it's comfortable for sure. Then we got the different driving modes again that we talked about: comfort, normal, race, and a custom setting that you can adjust. Easy access to the controls on the steering wheel. This is also adjustable, little lever on the side here. So that tilt and telescopic feature that we showed you on the Focus RS is here as well. Now the seat has the same adjustments on the side. I'm going to bring that down all the way. Wow, that travels really far down. I'm 6'1", I have to bring the seat forward. So my instrument panel is just a little bit cut off on the inside. Going to need to raise it up just a little bit, just like we did on the Focus RS. So not much of a difference there. Center console armrest, but no center storage over here. We've got the dual cup holders, power outlets, we've got USB ports just like we have available on the Focus RS. So interior wise it's nice, a nice one-piece dash just like it is on the Focus RS. But you know what, I'm missing those gauges.
Yeah.
I don't see a turbo gauge. I can adjust some gauges on my instrument panel, but the gauges are kind of a cool feature.
You know what? Just like the outsides of the vehicle, the insides kind of match them. You know,
they do.
It's refined, but it's simple.
Does it have that R personality? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's a nice interior for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'd like to see a boost gauge. I'd like to know what the engine is doing.
Absolutely. Oh, you know, all the automatic headlights, that sort of thing. We're missing the fog lights. That would be a nice touch for nighttime driving.
Right.
Cool pedals down below as well, with the nice finish on them and the dead pedal for your rest foot. But otherwise on the interior, you know what? It's a nice car. It's a great car. There's
no moonroof, though.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. So there's no sunroof available on this.
Not an option.
Not at all.
No.
Huh. Okay. Well, there it is. Let's check out the hatch and the roominess in the back, shall we? I like the solid sound of the doors closing.
Yeah.
Now, one thing before we open this up here, I was trying to figure out how to open this. I never, you know, I was like, where's the button, right? Don't you? You just have to push here, right?
Oh.
And it opens up. In fact, when you're in reverse,
that's where the camera
one of the things I do like is when you're in reverse, this thing slides and the camera comes out, keeps the camera clean.
Yeah.
You know, so that's not a bad thing. Okay. On the inside, we've got the shelf, the hidden shelf that hides all your cargo out of sight, out of mind, right?
Yeah.
And then the flat shelf here with the 60-40 split.
We got some tie downs in here too.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a nice feature.
That'll secure your cargo, right?
Yeah.
Spare tire. Let's lift that up there if you pull on it harder. There it goes.
There we go.
Yep. Okay, that's not a spare tire.
No, that's a woofer.
A subwoofer. So it has the emergency car kit for the tires that you can.
Yes, on the side here.
On the side, right?
Inflator kit. Yeah.
Inflator kit for those emergencies. Okay.
Now this is removable though. If you had a small donut that you wanted to put in there, if you removed the woofer, you would be able to put.
You'd be able to slide that in for sure, right? Is this removable? Yep, that's removable as well. Also, from what I can tell here, there's a pass-through.
Yeah,
I like
that's always
that.
nice, right?
Yeah,
you got hockey
nice.
sticks.
Yep. Pretty versatile, pretty easy to use. 60-40 split, can have one side down.
Right.
Okay, let's go on over to the Focus RS. So before we open it up, again, we can either use the key on both vehicles with the remote access.
Right.
Or there is actually a physical rubber button. You know how to use that? Right there it is.
There we go.
You got it. Okay. By the way, the camera is fixed to the rear. All right? Come around the back here and have a boo. Let's pull this out.
Car cover.
Hey, it comes with a car cover too.
Yes.
And an extra set of wheels. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the 60-40 split.
Right.
But no pass-through.
No pass-through.
Okay, so if you wanted to pass something through, you'd have to drop down one of the seats. We've got the cargo shelf to hide everything out of sight.
Right.
We've got the flat shelf.
Yes.
Now come in and have a look at what's below. Here's your spare tire. No. But we have, again, the inflator kit.
Yes.
The Sony sound system with the built subwoofer. And that subwoofer can be removed as well.
Yes.
And all of this here could be lifted out.
Yeah, you could take this all out and put a tire in there if you really wanted.
Tie down points, you got them right on the sides over here.
Yeah.
Or you could use the
child safety seat.
The child safety seat latches to secure your cargo. They kind of look about the same as far as size. I might have a little more cargo room here. I'd have to look at the specs online to see what that looks like exactly.
They're pretty close.
Yeah. All right. So there it is. Oh, grab handles.
Dual handles.
Pull them down, easy to close. Boom. Back here you've got the built-in defroster.
Yes.
Also underneath the wiper blades is a built-in defroster. It's Alberta, it's winters, get cold, and you know you want to keep your glass nice and clear.
Of course.
So, and that big badass spoiler.
Yeah.
That looks pretty sharp, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So, you be the judge. Tell us, what would you want in a hot hatch subcompact car? Do you want that comfort and all those nice creature comforts, which we've got mostly here?
Yeah.
I like that heated steering wheel.
Oh, always.
Or do you want the sporty fun and the performance?
Right.
Right? Because both cars are similarly priced.
Yes.
This is going to be a little bit more
A little bit.
A lot more standard features, that transmission difference, the all-wheel drive difference, right, that we talked about.
Right.
Of course, the difference in performance power.
58 more horsepower.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I know what I would pick,
kinda
but
biased.
let us know. Which one are you going to pick?
Tell us why.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Let us know.
Or why would you choose the Focus RS?
Have you driven both vehicles?
Yeah.
We'd like to know what you think.
This one's available for test drives. It's a pre-owned car. We have got 5,000 kilometers on this one.
5,500 kilometers on this one, and we got just over 13,000 on the Volkswagen R.
Right, so both are available. Come check them out here at Sherwood Ford. We're in Sherwood Park at 2540 Broadmoor Boulevard. Or pick up the phone and give us a call.
Yeah, 780-449-3673.
Really appreciate you joining us for our Face-Off Friday.
Yes.
Oh no, kind of wanted to do a Ram 1500 versus F-150. Next time we get one of those trucks on our lot on trade,
right,
you can expect to see a video comparing.
Or if there's a face-off that you'd like to see, do you want us to compare a Ford vehicle versus a competitor? We'll do our best. You know, we've got to deal with what the inventory says.
Depending on what we got on the lot.
We'll try. We'll give it a shot.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks very much for joining us today. And from both myself and Drew here, we wish you a giant day.